Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your class. I see everyone that has been here before. Pam, Cheryl, maybe. I don't think I've seen Cheryl here before. Both Pams are here, Sophia and Janet. Welcome. I'm not sure for all of you, if you all have something to step up on. I really like using this as a tool. We're just going to do a step up, whether you have a stair, some good concrete surface to step up on. It doesn't have to be this high, but if you have something, and if you don't, I'll give you the option to lunge. But if you do have it, it's a great tool. I used the Bozu last week. You can use that too, but I'm not going to use it this week. And weights, a yoga mat, and lots of space. So music-wise, you can play your own music. We don't have any music playing. And we do a 45-minute class here, so we're going to warm up for 5 minutes and then get right into our strength and cardio. Everything's total body, so we're always trying to incorporate upper body, lower body, and our core for all the moves so we can get the most out of our time. And I always encourage you to start, maybe even if you come earlier, you can already start stretching. And when we finish our class, if you need to do a little more with your workout, as we're stretching, maybe continue on with your workout and then stretch after. So you can make this a full hour for yourself. But we're just here until 10 o'clock. I'll be here with you until then. We are going to start in a minute because it's still, oh, there we go, 9:15. Okay, we're going to start now. So remember to go at your own pace, listen to your body, and have fun. Have fun with movement. Okay, let's begin with the legs together. We're just going to go to the right side, stepping out and in. So we're just going to start with a nice lateral step. And your arms, if you want to make them bigger or smaller, just kind of let them move along the side of your body. Just do 2 more. And last one. Okay, we're going to step out, hold it here, reach your arms past your shoulders, and then come straight with both legs. So you're always leaning back into that same leg. Hinge and straighten. Hinge and straighten. Just do 2 more on this side. And last one. Okay, your legs are wide now. So take your hands towards the floor. You can always bend your knees. And then opening out as if you're pulling your elbows back from side to side. So think of rotating through that mid back. You can put your hands on the fingertips, not on the flat hand, or you can go all the way down with the flat hand. Again, you can bend your knees if you need to. You're working your legs towards straight. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come up, bend your knees, hinge up, and then jump in or step in. Step to the other side of your mat or your space and start to move out to the side, repeating over and over, and getting into the other leg, getting into the hip, creasing through the hip, using your feet, pressing into the floor, and rising up, using your inner thighs. Last 2. And on the last one, you're going to stay out there. Now from here, your arms go past your shoulders, and then you lengthen out through both legs. So sit into that hip, and then push to rise. Push into the ground to get something to leverage you up and give you a little bit of assistance, because we are getting into a hinge here. And we need to use our lower body to come back to stand. 2 more. And last one. Again, you're going to have your legs wide. You're going to take your arms in front, cross at the elbows, and then just rotating along the spine just above the navel. Don't make it too big. And then your feet are slightly turned out. So if you want to start to go into a squat, and just rotating above the navel. You can also open out your arms and just let them go with your twist. So we're rotating, twisting from above the navel, keeping the hips steady. Your legs can be straight or bent. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, hands on the hips, legs come straight, and then hop in. From here, let's start to bring the knees up towards the sky. You're gonna take your arms out into cactus shape and then just bring your arms together. So let's get a little bit of movement into the back of the shoulders and opening up the chest. And then this is the part that gets a little confusing, but you're gonna start traveling, going to the right, and then traveling, going to the left. So you're still doing the same move, keeping your knees going straight up. Your arms are opening and closing while you're traveling. There's a lot to do here, right? So if you feel more comfortable to stay on the spot, do that instead. Let's go for another 8. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, turn your body so you have space behind you. You're gonna lunge one like that. Hold it there. Again, bring your arms in front of you, opposite elbows, touch your elbows, and then go ahead and twist just over towards the front leg. Remember, you're twisting from above the navel. And breathing for 8. Inhale and exhale. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to release the hands to the floor and then bring the back leg a little more back so you're nice and long through your lunge. Take your back top hand behind your head, so the one closest to the front leg, and then open out through your chest, open out through your arm, and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both hands to the floor, take both legs back, and then start to pedal your heels. So think of bringing one heel down and then the other. Great stretch for those calves. It always feels really good. This is one that you don't want to forget about. This is one you can do anytime. Okay, let's do 4 more pedals. 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet a little bit wider. Stand in a nice upside down V, and see if you can touch your hands opposite to your shin, ankle, or your foot, and then alternating sides. So go back and forth. Think about bringing your hips up towards the sky and then leveled parallel to the floor. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. We're going to take our legs, walk them forwards, see if you can walk all the way in, stretch the back of your hamstrings, back of your legs, and then actually roll up the spine. When you get to the top, take your other leg back, think about the lunge, and then from there, bring your arms across, so holding on to the elbows, and then rotate. Think of twisting from above the navel while you hold your legs in place. Your hips are nice and still, and just above the navel, so the twist doesn't have to be very big. Last 4, stay connected to the floor with your feet. 2 more. And last 1, we're going to take the hands to the floor, stretch the back leg a little further so you have a nice big lunge, and then take your front arm closest to the front leg, behind your head, really open, rotate through that mid-back, and then reach your arm. Reach through those legs, open up through those shoulders and the back. Perfect. Take 3 more breaths. We're going to take it back in a moment, back to our plank. So go ahead, bring both hands down, both legs back. And this time you're going to bring your heels up and down at the same time. So think of rocking back and forth. Heels go up, heels go down. Last 2. And last 1, we're going to take the knees to the floor. Knees to the floor to get the table position. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. And let's finish with a nice opposite arm and leg reach. Really push into the floor so you can wind through the back and you have a strong upper back. And as you reach past your mat, think of going parallel to the floor. So instead of going high towards the sky, reach long past your mat. We're going to go for another 8, 7, 6. Really go for reaching fingers and toes all the way to the bottom and top of your body. So from the bottom to the top, reach through. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Now stay in your table and just do a natural flow, a wave of a rounded and an arched back. Do a nice natural flow of an extended and arched back, and just keep going back and forth. Just gonna release here before we get back up to standing. 2 more. And last one. We're gonna tuck the toes. This time you're gonna walk your hands towards your feet. And then find your long legs here. So feel the stretch in the back. Roll up the spine. Roll your shoulders back. And there we go. So we're gonna move into our practice of strength and cardio. If you have some kind of bench, I mentioned, bring that into the practice. If you don't have a bench, instead of stepping up, you're gonna be stepping back. Our first move is just your body. If you have a bench, I want you to step and tap, alternating sides. So take it easy for the first set. We're gonna do everything twice today. So we repeat things to first learn and then really do it well. And we're not necessarily working with time today, we're working with reps. So we've got about 16 reps, 12 to 16, depending on what the move is. You can drive your knee up if you like. If you have a staircase, you can go up and down the stair. Make sure your full foot is on top. And get nice and tall. Breathing as you go. Got about 8 more left. Depending on how high your surface is, you might go a little slower. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, put that to the side. I want you to grab something that you can press up over your head. So 2 dumbbells that you can press overhead. From there, we're going to take the dumbbells to our shoulders and step to the side of our space. We're going to step out, press up, step out, press up. And then the other way, down, up, down, up. So again, you can go a little quicker. You're welcome to bring up the pace here. Get low, and then go nice and tall. Perfect. Okay, 8 more left. Last 4. Okay, good. Put those weights down. Now, the next move you can do with a standing push, knees to the chest, or a planking push, knees to the chest. Mountain climber. So you can do this like I'm showing you, nice and easy, or you can jog it, nice and quick. Whichever way you go, you have about 20 more seconds. So I'm just kind of estimating here. Spread out your fingers, push the ground away. Keep those knees moving towards your center. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Jump in, step in, walk in, rise up. Okay, the last move, you're gonna grab a lighter weight. It's for your shoulders, and your shoulders are gonna be doing more of a fly. So the movement is gonna be out to the side, and then as you get that motion, you're gonna hinge through the body, and then with your opposite leg, see if you can kick back without getting too arched in your spine. So you want to keep that long trunk, and as you're kicking back, you want to make sure that you're not using your lower back. So I recommend you kick a little more towards the ground, more downwards, and then lengthen your entire body like the arrow shooting upwards. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. No weights or weights for our step ups. Coming up second time around. If you don't have a step, remember you're lunging back. So go ahead and find your prop. No weights or weights. And here we go. Really step up, push down. Really use your tall body as you come out, think vertical. 8 more to go. Keep working with your core, your center. 4 more left. Last 2. And last 1. All right, walk that out and grab your weights for your shoulder press. We're gonna work our lateral squat. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Pressing your arms straight up. Okay, so here we go. Down and up. Really working with your height as you go down and back up. Keep going. Getting our heart rate up here. We got 4 more left. 2 more. Finish it up and relax. Okay, good. Put your weights down. Standing tall, knees up, push. Or push your hands to the floor, knees to the chest. Jog, if you like. Make sure you push away. Feel those abdominals. Push, push. Push those legs back as you draw the knee in. Keep going. Really feel those abdominals right here. This is a core exercise, as well as a little bit of cardio. 20 seconds. Keep your chest right in between those hands. Eyes looking past your nose. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then walk it in, walk it back, whatever feels good. Come all the way up. Okay, grab your lighter weights. Find your hinge. And when you fly out, 1 arm at a time, make sure you feel the support of your abdominals. You're ready to add. Think of kicking towards the ground. So push the leg more downwards. Think of reaching your sternum more up. So you're kind of in that diagonal arrow. Keep going. We're going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab a sip of water. That was a good little routine there. We're going to continue on. If you have that space, we're going to be going side to side. Our motion is a step touch. Just want to give you a little bit of cardio here. Step touch or reaching the leg behind, floating the foot off the ground. Let's go for about 30 seconds here. We're going to combine cardio with upper body. So cardio is the nice jump side to side. Again, just estimating the time. I've done so many classes in my life that I feel like I've become a watch myself. I'm pretty good at timing everything without a watch. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Please grab some weights that you can pull up behind you. You're going to take your legs wide. The motion is like you're going to put the weight down, you're going to pull it back. It's always on the same side. Now, if you're going to add on, you can drive the knee up as you pull back. Last 4 on this side. 2 more, and 1. Okay, switch to the other side. Start with the arm. As if you're gonna put the weight down, pull it up. Then add the knee. Use your abdominals. Good work. 8 more left. Stay with that nice supported spine. Pull back, close to your body. 4 more. Last 2, and last 1. Excellent. Bring the weights down, and let's do our second step. Side to side, step, or reach behind. Keep reaching the arms. Keep those abdominals strong. Here we go. Side to side, keeping the hips and shoulders forward as you reach your legs diagonally back. Get 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's grab the weights to row. Second set, last set. Start with the other side first. Reach down, pull, and the knee. Keep going. Really land and drive. Pull the arm close to the body. 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Other side. It's a really good exercise for those glutes, by the way. If you're lifting the knee, you'll feel it tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Pull and drive. 8 more. Make sure you get low, supporting your back. Use your legs. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Put the weights down. Go get some water. Wipe off your sweat. When you come back, we're going to be working the legs. I want you to grab your 2 dumbbells, heavy weights, and then we're going to go into a little bit of a sumo squat. So the weights are going to be in the middle. You're going to see if you can turn your legs out slightly, and then go down for 2, and power up for 1. So this squat is a little wider, and then you go slow. How low will your body go without having to use your back to come up? Really breathe out all the way up. 4 more like this. Last 2. And last 1. Put your heavy weights down and grab your lighter weights for your arms. So when I say lighter, it's usually about 3 to 8 pounds. That's a big range, but you know your body well. You're gonna stand tall. You're gonna take your one arm, somewhere about shoulder height, front side, so not too forward, not too back. Release, and do that again. So that arm stays there. It's 3 counts. Then you're gonna tip and pulse your other leg. It's always the same side. 3, 2, 1. Point your toes towards your face and pulse with a long center, a long body. Tall. 2 more on this side. So these are your outer glutes. Glute needs. You gotta flex your toe though. and then switch. So let's just start with the arm. So hold the arm up for 3, 2, and when you bring it down with care. We're gonna add the leg. Pulse the leg, hold the arm. Again, so there's a balance component here. Really firm up through both legs, firm up through the belly. Keep going. Remember to stay tall. 3 more. If you go too far with your arm, you're gonna go too far with your body. So you gotta really come from the center point up through the limbs. Last one. All right, put those weights down. Now, it's only 20 times, and you can do it with a tap or your traditional jack. So 20 traditional jacks or single leg taps. 15 left. Really good way to just kind of shake things off. Your arms come up and down. We've got about 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's grab the weights for squats, deep sumo squats, getting into those legs again, okay? So legs are wider than your hips. Turn them out. Arms are in the center. Down for 2. Drive up. So you can see just that little bit of cardio can really stir things up. And that's what we just did. See if you can adapt with your breathing. Two down, 1 power up. Four more like this. Last one. And then put those weights down. Grab your lighter ones. Be mindful how you pick things up, how you put things down. We're going to go to the other side first with the arm out. Hold. From the center, add the leg. Hold, pulse. And again, same side. From the center, so you don't tip. So really, you're just kind of leaning into your standing leg and then growing tall from there. When you flex your toes, you'll get more out of that glute med. So make sure you point the toes to your nose. Look ahead. It's really tricky, this one, because your body probably wants to do like a pulse with the arm too. Don't let the arm pulse. The arm is still. 2 more. Last one. Okay, switch sides. Make sure you look ahead when you do this one. Start with the arm just to get that in your brain. You're just holding it, that's all. And then you're gonna add the leg. Pulse the leg as you hold the arm. Okay, again, balance, lengthen, pulse. The arm is not going very high. It's pretty much in line with your shoulder, thumbs up. Okay, got 3 more like this. Try to reach your leg long. Try to lengthen out both legs. Lengthen. Last one. Release, put the weights down. You've got your own set of jacks, 20 in total. You can do a regular traditional jack, or you can tap. 20. 15. 10, go all the way wide, all the way in. 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, grab some water, wipe your sweat. We're gonna move on to the next move, which I'd like to do on the ground. So if you have a towel, you will be lying on your side. We're gonna be doing a little bit of work with the upper body using our lighter weight. What I want you to do is come onto your forearm. Now, you're going to take the bottom leg straight and the top leg bent. I want you to open through the bottom side and lift your top arm up. You're still on your hip, okay? So really push into the forearm, find a nice side body. We're just going to work the arm down and up here. This is already a plank. We're really working that plank. Now, some of you are going to lift the pelvis by lengthening your spine first, lifting the pelvis, okay? stay there. The last option is to keep working the arm, but as you bring the arm up, you're gonna see if you can lift the bottom leg a little bit before you bring the arm back down. Look ahead, make sure your abdominals are really engaged here, especially along the bottom side. Okay, 4 more here. Push into the floor. Remember your first option, that's already a lot, so you don't have to do all these extra things. Last 2. Last 1. All right, we're gonna bring the hips down for all of us. What I want you to do is just bring your legs into a zigzag, okay? And then just bring your arms into cactus, and then open, close, reach into a V. Let your pelvic floor lift you up. This is just a little in between, just to kind of find our shoulders on our back, balance them out. Last 2, pull up through the pelvic floor. Last 1, and then let's go to the other side. We're gonna grab the weight that we just had. We're gonna find our 3 stages. So choose the first stage for all of us so we can get our good frame here. And as you bring the arm up and down, already feel your feet pressing down, your forearm pressing down. And then if you've got that, then you go to the next stage, really slow and steady. And if you have that, then you add the last stage. If you're adding the last stage and your whole body is just suffering and it's just feeling really out of alignment, go back down a level. Use your anchors. So for most of you, you're gonna have your forearm and your back foot. Some of you are gonna have your both feet as well as your hips. Okay, let's do 4 more here. Keep long and strong. Last 2. And last 1. You're gonna bring that weight down, bring the hips down, take your legs into that nice zigzag position. Pull up through the pelvic floor, your arms going to V. Open and close. Really feel tall through your side body. Last 2. 1 more. And release. Okay, the next move is for the legs. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure you have some padding for your knees. So maybe fold your towel or put a pillow underneath. And then take yourself into a position where you're in a lunge. So stage 1 is a hard move. All you're gonna do is go up into a pyramid, back down. Stage 2, from the floor, you're gonna go up into a drive and then back down. Now, whether you're going into a pyramid or a drive, you're gonna do it quick. And it's all about the front leg that's bringing you up. Now remember, this is not an easy move. So if you're feeling like you should be getting this, it's not something everyone will get because it depends on your hips, depends on your flexibility. So I recommend just going up into the pyramid, back down as a very big challenge. You can also prop your knee up a little higher and put maybe 2 blocks or a pillow underneath. Last 8. This is the burn. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come down and find your other side. It's good to start slow. And all of us, let's do the pyramid first to feel what it's like to come up and down. Then try the tap. And then finally, the knee. Okay, we're only doing 1 round of this today, so just getting a feel for it. It's kind of like a step up in a way when we did our step ups. Go at your own pace. Okay, last 10. 5. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Okay, come back down. Turn your body to the side. You're using a mat. Let's go into push-ups. So the push-ups are going to be narrow, hands underneath the shoulders, knees wide. What you're going to do is you're going to go into the floor, push, and when you come up, I want you to take your arm out to the side, pause, and then go back. 1 push, arm out to the side. 1 push, arm out to the side. And you could do this with your knees off the ground, but just make sure it's not going into your neck. Keep going with your arms close to your body. It's more about the triceps here. And lots of abdominals. Keep going. We've got about 5 more minutes of our workout, so let's really work these next few moves. We're going to be stretching after that. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Whew. And then go ahead, child's pose, shell pose. Give your arms a little release. Now there's a move that we are going to repeat, and that's going to be our side work. So when you're ready to come up, go ahead and lay on your side with your wonderful lighter dumbbell. So remember your options. If you're getting tired especially, go down a level just to make sure you're getting good form. If you're ready to lift that hip, maybe you want to lift that front bottom leg. Make sure the back knee is going straight up to the sky. Push into the floor and lift a little higher. So you're really working with your whole side. Try to stay a little more towards the front of your mat. In this pose, it is kind of taking us a little back, but try to prevent your body from going too far back. 4 more. I like to look a little more down on this one, but you can also look straight ahead. 2 more. Last one. Sweaty one, this one. Oh, okay. Let's come back into the zigzag. This zigzag, by the way, is so good to recenter. Feel the bowl of your pelvis. Take your arms into a V and into a nice chest opening and closing. This is a really important move here. Can you find your side body long, stretch through the side body as you reach up? Last 2. Releasing out of that last pose. Okay, that's a core exercise, by the way. Come to the other side. If you were using your core correctly, you would have felt it because you would have had to use it to get that position correctly. So let's make our form, our shape. I really do like to go up levels slowly, so it's nice to feel all of them. And then eventually add on. Just kind of gradually building it up. Keep your arm straight as it goes down and up. Remember not to lean too far back. Abdominals are nice and strong from the sides and along the front. A lot of people shy away from side planks, so that's why we have the options to keep your hips down. Start to activate your abdominals from the side with the modifications that are here so you can get stronger. And once in a while, try to lift your hips up. 2 more. Last one. Whew, okay. You're gonna bring that down, zigzag your legs. Let's see if you can find those muscles from the deep core of your body. V and chest open and close. Pull up through the energy between your pubic bone, your tailbone, and your sit bones. There's a lot of, it's like a basket of muscle. 2 more. Last one. Okay, good. We have another set of push-ups. Our second set, we're not going to do our crazy knee length lunge. We're going to omit that now, and we're just going to go right in to our final move, which is knees wide, hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to take it to a nice push and reach out. When you reach out, use the back, mid-back. Use the mid-back and the abdominals. This is a core exercise with a little bit of a plank and a push. Four more left. Try to look ahead so you're not in your neck. Use those glutes and abdominals as a team. You got 1 more left. And when you get to the last one, go all the way to the floor. Stretch out your arms. Stretch out your legs. And what I like to do here is just make a little pillow with the hands. Put the forehead down. And you can just kind of let your legs turn in and out. Kind of let them roll side to side. few breaths here. And then I'd like you to take your toes, make them active. Take your hands, make them active. Just one muscular move here to press yourself back. Relax your toes and go into child's pose. So let your head come down. You can make two fists. This is always a great way to just let the head be propped up. Two fists, stacked on one on top of the other. Slowly come onto your hands and knees. If you have that extra padding or you want to just fold your mat once or twice, you're going to put your knee on that padding, keep your legs through, come into a lunge. And when you have that lunge, it's just a little dip forward, not too crazy on the low back. Engage your glute on the back side. Bring your arm up, the arm that's in line with your back leg, and then just bring it up and over slightly. Very small movements here. Release and switch. Take the other leg forward, other leg back. Get engaged through those glutes. Take your same arm as your back leg, opposite of the front leg, so you can go over and stretch through the front thigh. When you come back, bring your hands to the floor and bring both your feet together. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands over your elbows, bring your forearms onto your thighs, and then bend and extend through your legs. Do a little bit of a bend and straighten. And then hold the legs straight. You're welcome to keep your head a little bit higher above the heart. You're going to take your hands on your hips, slowly come up. From there, I want you to take your one leg over the other. So whichever leg is the one that's crossing, the one that's on top, you're going to turn and you're just going to kind of roll over, and wherever your hands land, on your thigh, on your shins, or on the floor. And then while you're there, walk over to the other side, and there's your stretch. Slowly come back to center. You can roll up with your legs crossed, a little bit of a balance. Uncross and take the other leg over. The leg that's in front, turn towards it, and then go over those legs. So over, hands on your thighs, shins on the floor, and then walk over towards your other side. And there's your stretch. And then as you come back to center, you're going to roll yourself up. Uncross your legs. And then from there, take a nice inhale. Bring your palms together and then all the way down to the center of your sternum. With your thumbs, gently pull down the sternum and then lengthen through the front of the throat and look up. Gentle stretch in the front of your throat. And then come back to center. Inhale your arms up. Bring your palms together and exhale all the way down. And this was your class for your Tuesday morning. So great job, everybody.